Welcome. You have arrived to the Hefty Gehls podcast.
And we're back on the couch for another week.
Another episode of the Hefty Gehls podcast. And per your request, Mamala is back.
Thanks for the request, guys. I am back.
Mamala,
She's
how do you feel
back.
about your loss for the presidency?
It's
You'll
been
get 'em.
bad.
You'll get them in the next 4 years.
Next time.
You'll get them next time.
Wait, guys, I forgot to tell you that Grandma Joey texted me this week, and she was like, "Hey Emma, it's Grandma Joey. Did you see Trump got a red Tesla? Not like yours though. He doesn't have the cool doors. I like your more. Love, Grandma." I'm like,
Joey.
actually, Grandma Joey, I
Not
did
like
not see
yours.
that because I do not take in that that news. But thank you for the
That
update.
form of media. Thanks.
Aw.
But Mom, I'm so happy you're back on the couch with
Thanks,
us.
guys. Thanks for asking me back.
You know, we
It's
got
awesome.
Happy St. Patrick's
Hey,
Day.
actually, I feel like we should do some type of contest because I really feel like I should get paid for some of the content I give you guys. If someone could go back through and watch everything and put down how many times I've been mentioned on this little podcast.
And you want to be cut a check? Well, let me give
Yes.
you a reality check, Jenna.
Okay, what is
We
it?
haven't made 1 cent from this podcast, so there's no
Okay.
money to be
Well, then,
given.
okay, then a penny every time they said my name. How about that?
Okay.
okay.
How
Fair.
about that? That's okay.
Yeah, when
Fair.
you're already employing
I'll
the
do it.
hefties. She's like, one of you, go back, watch all of the episodes, and I will be the one getting paid. I love it.
I know.
Guys, it's St. Patrick's Day. Not when you guys are watching this, but right now it's St.
It
Patrick's
is.
Day.
And we have green.
And I didn't
on.
wear any green today, but that's okay. And I got these cute new shorts, and my mom immediately, when I walked in, she was like, "Oh, what are those?" I'm like,
Well, if you
leave
would,
me alone.
those of you that cannot see the camera, they are like basketball shorts for someone who's maybe, I don't know, 6'8". And they go from Gabi's waist, which she, of course, pushes them down about 3 inches, past her knees. And they're probably 5 sizes too big. But hey,
They go from
they
go-
hate us because they ain't us.
they go from the top of the crack down to the crack of the knees.
They hate us because they hate us.
no, I just think it's funny because sweet Gabi always, when she was in middle school, lived
elementary
in
school.
boys. Elementary school up until, I saw him in 5th grade for sure. The basketball shorts she
Should've
wore
timed
and
mine
t-shirts.
Your timeline
Wait, we
line's
need
way
to
off.
we need to insert a
Let's
picture.
insert a picture for the vibe, I guess. And yeah,
Not for the vibe.
for
Well,
the truth.
I'm
For the
just-
truth.
Tell them where you got your inspiration. Like, speak for yourself.
I think that they're meow dupe, and I found them on Amazon, and they're cute. Okay, sue me. And they're cute, and I will be posting an outfit picture in these, so you'll see them here soon.
Okay, comment on those, please. Comment.
No, I do think that would be actually good inspo for Coachella because they're like breathable.
Emma, that picture was a joke. Emma never know when I'm joking and when I'm not joking.
No, I'm saying that those shorts actually are good. It's like if you made a cute outfit with them, I feel like I would wear them to Coachella on like Sunday. They're giving like Sunday Coachella vibes.
Okay,
yeah,
so
okay,
what's
right.
in the micro shorts or the oversized
That's what
basketball
that's
shorts?
what
Which
it
one,
is.
girls?
It's the
Duality.
no, it's the like, what's the word? Like the wide ends of the spectrum, like tiny, 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 or huge, huge, huge.
All right.
Same
That's
thing
what
with
I like.
purses right now.
Yeah.
Like little tiny purses
Uh-huh.
or really,
really
big
huge.
oversized
Really?
purses.
Okay.
Yeah. Look at you. What trend are you wearing today, Jenna?
The butter yellow.
That's the color of
The
the,
color
year,
of the
haven't
year.
you heard?
They look
Um,
like butter and they feel like butter.
KitchenAid's new color of the year, butter.
KitchenAid. I'm
Yes.
looking like a KitchenAid.
Yeah,
All right.
Exactly.
but this is a better colorway than what they picked. They called it butter, but it's literally like this color. I'm like, that's not a butter.
Yeah.
That's dandelion.
Yeah, definitely.
Them.
Guys,
What?
we're recording at night, which
I'm so tired. I'm like,
yeah, I walked
this.
in and I thought that Selton and Gabby had gotten in an argument because they were like sitting in here so quiet. I'm like,
It's the end of the day. I'm ready to wind down, and you're asking me to work, to talk for an hour. It's my number one weakest thing about myself is my ability to gab, and I just don't have that ability. And
We
now
should
you're
have a lot-
asking this of me.
But we should have a lot to gab about because we were all out of town this last week. So we all.
I went.
Wolfie was the only one that stayed in
Wolfie
town.
was the only one here.
Yeah.
I went to Nashville, and Emma had to miss out because she has a parasite in her stomach.
Mm.
So,
Well, go ahead. You start first. How was your time
I
in
went
Nashville?
to Nashville. I always have the best time of my life in Nashville. I think that my body really yearns for the South. As something about being there every single time I have the time of my life.
But why did you go? What's the?
One of my
occasion?
cousins was turning 21, and so all of the young girl cousins meet in Nashville, and we have a ball.
Get a little Airbnb.
Yes.
Do the decorations.
Get on the bowl, get off the bowl, get back on the bowl, karaoke, back to the bowl again. Outside, not fun. Back to the bowl again.
And you need to insert video of Gabby thinking
No,
she's
you forgot one
really
thing.
cool on
What?
the bowl, and she's off in
Hot
a sec.
dogs,
You forgot hot dogs at the hot dog stand.
hot dogs, throw up in the bathroom,
Back to
on
the bowl.
Did you have a lot of barbecue too? I saw that barbecue
Oh my
picture.
God.
Yummy.
I was gonna save this for what makes me sick to my stomach,
Oh,
but I
sorry.
just say it now. I did throw
Save
up
it.
barbecue,
Oh.
and it
You
ruined
threw
it.
up?
Yeah, and it ruined it for me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Didn't
Sorry.
ruin it for me and Em, so we're good.
Emma,
We're good.
what was your weekend like?
So my weekend started in Nashville. I was there for about 24 hours. I came in as the setup committee for the 21 birthday bash in Nashville. I got the rental car. I helped decorate the Airbnb. We were really rocking and rolling. And then I got until record scratch.
Until
How do you do that?
Sultan, can we add that in there? Can you add in a record
screech.
scratch? Okay,
No,
thank
car
you.
screeching.
Oh, car screeching?
Yeah.
I got an email from my manager being like, Emma, you're needed in New York.
your services are needed in
Your
New York.
services are needed in New York.
She
And by
said, "On it."
services, they wanted me to run on a treadmill while Lil Jon DJs live on
Peloton.
the Instagram, live on the gram.
On
And with your
the
fiance
Peloton
at your
yeah.
side.
headquarters. Peloton headquarters. You forgot that.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Peloton too.
Okay, so really what it was I'm working with Peloton for the whole year, which is super exciting. And
When they say jump, Emma says, "How high?"
exactly.
I'll be there tomorrow.
So they said, can you be here for the event? Lil Jon's going to be here. We want Sultan to come. We'll fly you guys out. And I was like, of course. So
Well, of course.
I left Nashville and kind of rewind a little bit. This whole past week since being back from Mexico, my stomach has been so out of whack, even more than normal. And I think I possibly do have a parasite. I'm hoping that it's cleared now.
Ever seen that movie, Parasite?
No. I've never-
Really?
No.
Emma it won like 1 million awards.
It's probably scary. Is it scary?
Thriller. Would you say it's a thriller?
I don't really remember, to be honest.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Oh,
I
that
remember the
movie
name.
changed my brain chemistry.
Okay, speaking of her parasite, listen,
Wait, they
guys.
said that parasite,
What?
so you can like, this is probably gross, but that you should be able to like look at your stool and
Ugh.
see them in it.
Okay, Emma. Here's
Get the,
the thing.
microscope out. I'll borrow
She-
the girl that I nanny.
And
so
you
I'll let
guys
borrow it.
actually could attest to this, is how many times she's been on here and she's been sick because her stomach's been sick. She needs to go to the doctor. Are we in agreement
Yeah.
of that?
Every week,
Yeah.
I'm sick to my stomach, fam.
You're literally always sick to your stomach. She's always
Guys, it's not good. You got to go.
But I'll tell you one thing.
throwing up.
I have built resilience being on a plane, sick to my stomach, being in a Peloton class, sick to my stomach. Those two places are very vulnerable to be sick to your stomach.
Running this morning, sick to your stomach.
Yeah. So I really have been pushing through, but I went to New York with the plans to then turn around and go back to Nashville. But I was so sick and I woke up the morning I was supposed to go back to Nashville and I rolled to Selton. I'm like, listen, I cannot do one more flight where I feel like I'm going to like throw up on it. Like I physically cannot put myself through that anymore. So we booked one more night in New York. We stayed there and then we just came back to LA. And
She missed out on the Nashville
I
weekend.
did. I missed out. I got to do the setup and stuff, which was nice, and see a couple of my cousins. So I got a little taste in Nashville. But lucky for me, we're going back. Everybody on this couch, plus you hefties, are going to Nashville
Yes.
the first weekend of May. So May 2nd through 4th. I'm doing my second annual Big Girls Weekend in Nashville. Wait, we should live podcast from Nashville.
Yes.
Ooh, we
Oh,
have to bring all
I
this
meant
stuff.
you guys. I meant you guys. You
That could
guys,
be
yes,
that
yes.
could be fun. That could
We
be
have to bring
fun.
all that stuff.
We definitely are going to do a recap of it. But pretty much what it is, like anybody can come to Nashville. If you're local, you can fly out. We're trying to get a hotel block set up. So stay tuned for details on that. But we literally just do a whole weekend of like curvy girls and feeling like in community with each other. So we're going to be doing like a plus size Pilates class. We're going to do a line dancing girls night out party bus night. We're going to be shopping in store at some local boutiques that have plus size. And we're going to have some really cool sponsors and some gift totes. So keep an eye out on my socials at Emma.Arletta. And I'm really excited. I just feel like I needed to have my redemption weekend in Nashville since I missed this last weekend.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And do you think I can ride the bull?
Hey, you can ask
Yes.
the cousins back too.
That's true.
Yeah.
We have some hefty cousins. Hefty Gehls
It
cousins.
runs in the blood.
It really does.
In the blood of our
It's called
father's
genetics,
veins.
guys. Genetics.
Passed down to us. You would see our mother and be like, how did this skinny woman make 2 of these? Well,
It's from our
1
father.
+ 1 = 2.
Selton might need to do. Somebody had said like to talk on the podcast about the actual Peloton class. And before I went into the Peloton running, I had never done like a full running class on the tread. I've done like walk runs, but not a full running class. And it was 30 minutes, and it's literally live. Like it's the class that you take live on the Peloton, and then they save it. And
Could I
it
take
lives.
it now? And
Yeah.
Yes, we
Can
can take
you?
it. Yeah, at my house.
Could I
And
see you?
see, yes.
Yeah, if you have the Peloton app, you could take it.
I really got to watch that and do that.
But
Yes.
you might see Selton halfway through the class
Vomiting?
Oh,
bending over because his back hurts.
oh shoot.
Selton.
And then
I bet they'll edit that out. They would edit it out.
No.
No?
They're
it's
probably
live.
zooming in.
No, they got probably more than one cameras around.
They probably got a full 360 of your back hurting.
Nah.
I just thought I was giving him crap because I'm like, how convenient, your back hurt, you threw your back out. in the run. And they literally told us like at the beginning of the thing before the cameras turned on, like don't talk to your neighbor too much because like obviously
It'll pick it
that's
up.
distracting, you
Right.
know. So Selton's like, oh, my back hurts. He's bending over like 3 times. I'm like, dude, just at least walk. Like you don't need to be like stretching your back out. So I'm thinking in my head, worst case scenario, like, oh my gosh, he's not going to be able to walk. Like it must be really bad. We're live on the show and he's saying his back hurts. So I'm trying to explain to him and I'm like going like this, like I'm trying to give him the eye and I'm pointing to my treadmill and showing him. I was literally at like a 3 speed, okay, which is a walk speed, but I was like pretending
to
like I was
run.
jogging so I couldn't make it to the class.
Right.
So I'm trying to explain to him like just go to this speed and just pretend like you're running, but he doesn't understand. So he walks at like a 1 for like half of the class. I'm like, dude,
At
at
the class.
least pretend. No, you did really good for the first part of the class.
Yeah, I was in there.
And somehow he still beat me. I only went 1.5 miles in 30 minutes, and Selton went like over 2 miles. So
That's funny.
but it actually was so fun. And one thing I will say about Peloton is from being like in their headquarters and with their staff and stuff, you can tell really quickly if a company is like not a good company, if like their employees don't like their job. Everybody at Peloton loves their job. They're so like diverse in who they hire to work with, who takes their classes. Like, I just feel like it's somebody who they're not just like faking inclusion. Like they really are.
Girls, get on your Zoom and get on LinkedIn and apply to Peloton, okay?
Yeah, I would love
Right,
to work
great
there.
job.
Everybody
and
there was so
take the
fun.
class where you can see Emma and Selton on it.
Yeah. If you
How,
have-
how do you know what it's called to look
it's like
it up?
they'll see. It's like the Little John AT 30-minute running
Little
class.
John.
I'm gonna take it this week when I needed to do another
me too,
workout.
Me too.
Yeah,
Did
you
we tell them?
Did you know who Little John was?
No.
Yes, you do.
Oh, you don't know who Lil Jon is?
He sings to the window, to the
Sue
wall.
me. Oh, okay.
He sings
Oh,
shots,
yeah.
shots.
Snap your
Oh.
fingers.
Do you step? Yeah, come on. All by
Oh,
yourself.
I even know that one.
What
Yeah.
qualifies in my brain as I know somebody is if I would recognize them out. I would not recognize a
You
Lil
would,
Jon
you
out.
would.
No, I
you s-
wouldn't.
Wait, I have a
No, I
question.
wouldn't.
Was Little John in the movie? What's the movie called?
Are we there yet?
Yes. Wasn't
No.
he in the movie? Are we there yet?
No.
I know it's not Ice Cube. I'm not confusing him with Ice Cube.
Right. He's not the main character.
Guys, if you ever have wondered what my fiance looks like, if you're an audio only listener,
Ice Cube.
he looks
Oh
like
my
Ice
God.
Cube.
In Nashville, we saw a guy playing the saxophone look just like Selton.
Did you take a picture?
I sent you a Snapchat.
I haven't opened it yet. Should I open it?
Open it live.
Because Ice Cube isn't Are We There Yet?
He is?
He's a main character.
Hey.
Thank you.
Ice Cube, not
No, Lil Jon.
Not Lil
John.
Jon.
Oh,
But she
sorry.
said he wasn't in there.
No, I thought Lil
Not.
Jon was in it. I think he's in the
No,
second version.
Ludacris is.
Okay, wait,
right?
guys, watch.
Okay, let's see.
That's Sultan. Tell me that not Sultan. In another
That one
timeline.
is-
Yes, I
little
can see
bit.
it.
I don't see it.
If your hair was longer and if your beard was
Yes,
longer.
yes,
Wait till
I
he
can
turns
see
to the
it.
side. Wait.
When you see
Watch.
his side eye.
Sultan.
Looks
You didn't even
nothing
watch.
like me.
You didn't watch when he
It
turned to
looks
the
like
side.
you. It does, babe. Let me take a screenshot so we can put it in the video for them.
Gotcha. I told all the cousins that they're like, oh, I was gonna say that too, but I didn't want to like come off racist. Like, oh, every black man looks the same. I'm like, no, it really looks
Cancel,
like
cancel.
Seltro said that anytime I'm like, oh, baby, you kind of look like him. He's like, no, I don't. No, I don't.
Oh, I hate when people tell me I look like an ugly. I'm like, okay, and keep that thought in your head. They're like, oh my god, someone will tag me and be like, oh my god, looks like Gucci and Gabi, the ugliest person I've ever seen. I'm like, okay, well, okay, I mean, why'd you have to do that to me?
Anybody who has big teeth and a long face, people tag me in there and the stuff. And if they have brown hair.
Really?
But
Emma?
most of the time I get really nice. Most of the time my lookalikes, very attractive.
Of course,
Mine are always a little bit weird looking. I'm like, guys, seriously,
It's just like you. You're so unique.
damn it. Yeah, I guess whatever.
Don't you hate when you like people say you look like somebody and you're like, oh, so that's how you see me?
the mom from Home Alone that I get my entire life.
She's not ugly though, is she?
I don't think she's ugly, but I don't think she's the prettiest person in the entire
People always
I
say
think she's pretty. Moira Rose. You don't think Moira
She's
Rose
funny
is
as-
pretty?
I just don't think I look like her. But
You do. I
okay.
watched Schitt's Creek and I kept being like, oh my god, this is so Jetta. It was freaking me out. Yes, it was really freaking me out. Moira Rose. You got to watch it. Have you ever seen that show?
I tried to get into that show.
Yeah,
really
I had
did.
to force
couldn't.
myself to watch
yeah,
it.
It was tough for me.
Yeah.
And I'm into the first episode of Severance, and it's so strange. I hope I can get into it.
I don't think I'm going to get into it. I'm
So
going to not give in
strange.
to peer pressure this time.
Yeah, you guys like don't want to feel joy in your life. You don't want to have anything to like,
Severance
look.
doesn't give joy. I don't think from the first
This doesn't
episode
give
anyway. Does
joy.
it?
I mean, I look forward to it every week.
Okay.
So, I think you should.
And
I
to
think you got.
each
You kind of have to
their
like
own.
for Severance. You have to kind of stay in for a few episodes before you like really
Okay.
get into it.
I will.
This week, our dad. So one thing that I feel like is probably pretty normal for most women in their older 20s, mid 20s. Somehow you're like still on your like parents' iCloud. And so my dad, we have a group chat of me, Gabi, and my dad. And all it's used for is my dad will screenshot a subscription on Apple ID and be
Who's
like,
using
that
this?
he's gotten charged for, and he's like, "Whose is this? Do we still need it? Can I cancel?"
it's like 99 cents.
And we're
Photo
usually,
collage
no,
app.
I use Keep Facetune too. I need it. Like, please keep paying me.
Literally, it was like $39.99 Facetune Pro. He's like, girls, who uses this? We're
like CapCut Premiere. I'm like, me, please don't delete it.
So he sent a screenshot this week, and it was for Raya, the dating app. And he's like, guys, I think we got hacked.
He sent it in the group chat. He said, "Whose is this? I think we got hacked." I was like, "That's me."
Do you actually
No,
use
it
it?
is.
What
me.
does Raya mean?
It's a dating app.
Oh yeah.
But it's for like, it's supposed to be for like celebrities.
You have to like have like a referral code to get accepted into it.
Did you get accepted?
It took me like so long to get accepted, so that's why I'm like, well, I might as well.
Oh wow.
Do you ever
use
swipe on
it.
it?
I've only gotten on once, but I think I need to get more use out of my membership, so I need to lock in.
You should. And make sure you tell dad, don't cancel it.
I need to lock in for my Euro summer because it
Yeah.
shows you people all around the world, not just where you are.
So do you set it? Like how, does it work kind of like most other dating apps?
I don't know because I haven't really used other dating apps, so I don't really know what to compare it to.
Most dating
But-
apps are like pretty much the same, I would
But
say.
they have like all freaking baddies on there. I'm like a little bit too much, like too good looking of men to where I'm like, okay, and you would just call me fat. Like, I don't think that we would be compatible.
Some people
You know
like
what I
fat
mean?
people. Some people, their type is fat people. For instance, Ian Selton. Like, what is our thing that we say?
What?
Like, take me, for instance.
Like, take me for instance. Like, for
me and
instance,
Selton.
Sultan.
Yeah, it took me a long time to realize that, like, people, like, their type can be big women.
I don't think that's true.
You don't think that people actually like curvier girls?
I've yet to meet one.
Yeah.
Well, Sultan. But he likes you. I don't. Would you say that your type is curvy women, or is your type Emma Arletta LC? You know what I mean? There's a difference there.
Or did you date a curvy woman before Emma?
Mm.
Oh,
No, I was
getting
never
to the based off looks.
I was never just like oh, like she's the most attractive girl ever. Like I have to talk to her. Or I have to. I'm not talking about
He's
you.
not
I'm
talking
just
about you. He's talking
about
in general.
in
It's not
general.
he's not
'Cause
looks
it's just
based.
like, okay, you look nice, but what else? Like, do you have goals? Like, where do you
Do you
see
have
yourself in 5 to 10 years? Like, you
aspirations?
have to have more than just like looks.
Do you have a brand deal with Peloton I can come to? Yes or no?
The thing is, though, I'm like, I don't remember you ever asking me, where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
Here, you saw yourself here with Selton.
Well, he probably
Married.
knew that you were in your master's program when you met him. It's you
He
have
didn't
to
have,
have
He
some
he didn't
type
have
of
to
goals.
ask. He didn't have to
He's
ask.
saying he's not gonna go. He's not like gonna see a baddie and be like, oh, yes, based off looks.
Yeah, but I will say this. I feel like coming off of other relationships, you help me like handle. I think a big thing with relationships is like the first thing you like when you really start to like somebody is you're like, show me all your exes. Like maybe that's
La tóxica.
Really?
Yeah.
You say that?
I want
That's la
to know like
tóxica.
who have you dated before
What does that
me?
mean?
Toxic. The toxic girl.
The toxic. Okay, wait.
She's saying
I'm
like
so messed up.
toxica means it's like it's toxic in Spanish.
It's a toxic.
So it's toxic to ask about the old exes, or the old
Yes.
exes are toxic? I don't get it.
it's
No.
to-
She's
ahead.
saying it's like, well, it depends on how you
How
ask.
do we get on the topic of relationships every single time? It's literally the
I
most
told her.
boring topic ever.
Gabby,
I'm
it's
like,
boring because
guys.
you don't have a relationship.
No, it's like boring to the people listening, I feel.
Really? I think
Comment
people are-
below,
I
please.
think people would be
Below.
so interested if you would talk about who you
Okay,
date.
well, let me wrap this up really quick. I think a lot of women, they ask their partner once it gets pretty like you're getting serious,
Oh,
who have you dated before? Especially because Selton and I met in college. I
Okay.
don't know any of his past. Like he could be cuckoo crazy.
right.
How would I know? Right?
Right,
Like I don't
yeah.
know anybody that
Yeah.
was
Like
in his
he's
life.
not from your hometown.
Right. So
Right.
these are the questions that I asked to try to find red flags.
Okay.
Who did you date before me, and why did you break up? When you ask to somebody why they
Ooh,
broke
those
up
are
with
the
somebody,
hard-hitting questions.
the way they talk about their ex says a lot about them.
Okay. Well, give us an
Right.
example.
Period.
So like if they're like, oh, she was a crazy bitch, you're like,
Oh.
oh, okay.
Red flag.
That's a red
on the
flag.
play.
If
You
they-
probably what your dad says about me.
I don't think Dad says that about
Are
you.
you always into black guys, Emma? Or
No, my first love was a white guy in high school.
who after that then?
Oh, he never
A
asked
mix of people.
Yeah.
Diversity.
He does know. He's just asking that for
Diversity
fun.
okay.
and inclusion on this
Um,
couch.
But I remember asking Selton, like, I wanted to know what his sizes his exes
you.
were.
Got you.
And he was like, no, you're the biggest girl I've ever been with.
And I was like,
Then
yes.
she's a heavyweight champ. Yeah.
You're like, I won.
No, I actually at first it made me feel insecure
Bigger is
Aw.
better.
because then you always
and
think, like, are they
better
comparing
is
me, in their
bigger.
head? But
No, did you ever listen to that Queen Latifah song?
clap for the heavyweight champ, me.
No,
but I could have
Queen
do it
Latifah
alone.
from
Queen,
Hairspray.
big blonde and beautiful.
Yes.
yes.
Come on.
Honestly,
That's me.
Hairspray
Big blonde
and
and
beautiful. I love that
beautiful.
song.
but I don't know where that was going with this.
I just
Oh,
wanted to
this
talk about
relationships.
Selton's exes.
No. This is what I was trying to tell you, Gabi. Is on the dating app, you may be the biggest heavyweight champion.
I know, I
But
am.
you-
I'm telling you right now, I am.
But-
I'm like, shit.
You could win Raya's. You could win the
Raya's
number one.
contest.
Exactly.
The
Yeah.
heavyweight champ title.
Yes.
I like when I frame it that way better. Okay.
So,
So
you know,
good.
don't be down on yourself. Just get to
Heavyweight
swiping.
title coming soon. Raya,
Oh,
heavyweight title.
My goodness.
What if they literally had that on the app where they're like our number one heavyweight?
Found love.
Gabby, well,
Finally.
at least they didn't ask you these questions that they asked me on my matchmaker.
Oh, should we get into that? Oh, my mom's might be getting scammed again.
I'm not scammed. I don't
Again.
think. Why was I
She's-
scammed the first time?
I can't recall, but I'm sure something at some point.
No, I just like a lot of Groupons.
Okay, well, fill the hefties in. What's been going on,
Well-
Mom? Go ahead.
Well, I just decided that I was ready to date, and there's matchmaking. I don't like the apps, and so there's matchmaking.
Have you tried Raya? I can give you a referral code.
I don't have any followers, so I wouldn't get in. But so there's a matchmaking company in LA specifically to the LA area. So I want to say California in general because they said farther out, but like
Wait, how did you find this?
online.
You like typed in matchmaking LA?
First red
Yeah.
flag. Okay.
Okay,
Second,
I'll let
tell
you.
him. No, tell him how much this woman charges.
Well, this is what happened. I am a Midwest girl, and I had no idea there was even a charge. So
You thought she was gonna
do this for
match?
free?
She thought you.
I thought it was going to be, I don't know, a club. I don't know. I have no idea. No, I honestly did not think. Oh my gosh, they're going to charge a lot of money.
she thought it was Intramuros matchmaker edition.
Anyway, it wasn't one I want to interview. They asked you a lot of questions, and I've had my second interview and asked my second set of questions.
The
I
same
forgot-
woman?
No, different woman. So
Wait, tell us
Wait.
some of the.
No,
okay.
tell them
but those
how much
questions-
this
no, no.
woman charges.
well, it's $20,000 for the
20
first tier.
$20,000
Here's the thing.
for a person to match you.
Right, $10,000 second tier.
Wait. Question: what do you get for $20,000?
Love, hopefully. And the woman who was interviewing her, I said, "Well, is she married? She's like, well, no."
She's dating.
Huh?
She's dating somebody. She's not married to him, but she's dating, and she's about my age.
I'm like,
really
you're charging
sweet. Her
people
name is Corey.
$20,000 and you haven't even found love yourself.
No, she has. She has. So
Allegedly.
anyway, I'm not going to
Allegedly.
tell you how much I paid, but it is. I got the student rate. We'll call that, even though I'm not a student. So there is a lower
I'm just
rate.
so
that you
scared
can
of
get in.
you getting scammed.
But here's the thing: the second set of questions. So the lady called me. I was on the plane last
She
week.
asked you how much you weigh.
No, they have pictures of you, and they
Oh.
do background. It's very, very
Legit.
legit. It's really legit.
Or
at
are they
all.
trying to steal your identity? They're like, what street were you born on?
Okay, Gab, let's
Did
have.
they ask that?
No, they did not ask
Okay.
that.
Bank
So-
security questions.
Okay, so they asked me this. What, do you want to hear what they did
Yeah,
ask
sorry,
me yet
sorry,
or not?
sorry.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Jeez.
Sorry.
So the first thing was they asked just general things like, I said, I'm not looking for I'm looking for someone who follows the Lord. I'm looking for someone who's kind. I'm looking for someone who's already content and happy. And I am just going to be like a bonus. I don't want someone. I'm not there to like be your maid or make you happy. I'm just there to be
Yes.
like a bonus, right?
Yes.
So I don't want like a smoker or a drinker. So just general stuff. Well, the
Right.
second lady that calls, and because the first lady you have to go in person and take pictures, do your background check information, give them the money, and
Give them your
the
social
second one is
security
like,
number.
okay, so this is the second one. And I think I answered some of these questions wrong, and so she goes, just
What do you
call
mean
me
answer
back.
them wrong?
Okay, well let me tell you now. So they ask
Shit.
things like this. So do you care if he has a mustache or a beard or
Oh, they-
bald
They're
or
having
how height?
they're having options for you, and they're trying to cancel people out.
Correct.
Oh shit.
Right. So I was like,
But you could be
Oh, then
canceling
she-
out
oh, no,
the
then
love
she-
of your life.
but then
Yes,
she
that's a
also
lot of pressure.
asked like, race. I said I don't care about what race. Doesn't matter what race. And then I said I really don't care. I just like them to be taller than me. But I didn't care.
Fair.
I didn't care about like the bald, whatever. But then
That's
she
fair.
said this one question, and I answered I didn't care. But now I feel like I should go back. They go, well, do you care if they have a home? And I thought, well, if they don't, if they don't have a home,
what?
are they homeless? And I was like,
Wait.
I really don't care. But someone needs to have a house, a home.
That's
No.
a crazy question.
Is-
What does
that's
that
what I thought.
mean?
No, maybe maybe they live in an apartment.
Correct, which is probably true, but I'd rather them live at home. And they asked me, do I want my age range? Like, could they be retired? Would that be okay with me?
What'd you say? What's your
I
answer?
said fine.
Do they
I said
have a
I don't. I
home?
said I wanted to be like I'm 57, so I said 63, 64 max,
Right.
and then 3 years younger.
Okay, that's good.
Max.
That's a good range.
But the thing about the house, I was like, oh, did I answer that question?
What'd you say?
wrong? I just said, no, I don't think
Well,
that would
that's a
matter.
crazy question. Well, you should call them back and say yes, they should have a home.
That's what I'm going to. I think I'm going to call her back and ask her and tell her.
Clarify.
wait. So what did you say about bald?
I said I didn't mind because it's not about I mean, I feel like you're going to have to get and then she also did talk about that once because the date could be set up a couple different ways. The company could set the date up in our meeting place. And I told her I'm comfortable with like coffee, lunch, not really dinner for the first one. And she said, well, you really should go on 2 to 3 dates with the same person just because getting to know someone sometimes it's not always in that first time. So
Yeah.
she said, you need to really, really do that. And she goes, and then we can talk about it and we can say, oh, this is what I forgot to tell you I don't like. And so she said that will be really helpful, in the future. So anyway, but a lot of specific questions.
Wait, did they ask anything about like, do you want him to be like active or do you want him
Yes. Yeah. I said, yeah. I did.
skinny?
No, I didn't say skinny. I just said someone that takes care of themselves, takes care of their body.
Health.
The hygiene. This is the thing that I think.
What?
Maybe you're not paying the $20,000 tier, but if they're paying the $20,000 tier, I'm like, this is the first question. You
You're
should
gonna
call
be-
them back and say this. My daughter said they need to have a yacht and a private
No, and that's what you should say.
and a private jet.
She did say that
no,
she had
match
more
me
match-
up with someone who paid the $20,000 tier.
Right. Well, no, I think she did say that she seemed to have more matches. Would it be okay to go to Orange County? And I was like, fine. With Orange County.
Yes. Well,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, so
That's the right tax bracket, Mom. That you
okay. Well, I'm just saying.
That could be our
mingled in.
Oh my gosh, put me in as well. That could be our out. Like we could never have to work a day again. If
No,
Mom,
that'll be no.
No, that's
probably
not.
not-
Oh
we're
no,
probably gonna
they
hate
also
him and
asked about
bully
like
him.
kids and stuff, and I was like, well, I have kids, so
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's okay if someone else has kids,
At
Yeah.
this big
but
age,
not like little kids.
yeah, obviously.
So
This is crazy.
So we shall see. I'll let you know how the dates go. But
Oh,
I am
hope
like,
they're not weirdos.
I am gonna have their friend Dom be my person. So when I do go on a date, she's gonna like spy on me and make sure I'm
Really?
okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh, that's cute.
yeah. So she's gonna like make
So
sure
you don't get kidnapped.
I don't get kidnapped.
Yeah, don't tell them any of them where you live yet.
No,
Because it could be crazy. Mom.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell them any of that stuff.
It could be great.
Also, if you want them to have a house, like you don't have a house.
I do in Orlando. I have a house.
That's true. That's true. Do you tell the
Yeah.
matchmaker that?
Yeah, yeah. They have to have all that information.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That
we'll
is a
see.
strange question.
Yeah, because I wonder too. Like, think about if you were like, oh, if the guy was like, yeah, I live with my kids, you might be like,
But I live with my kids right
I know, but
now.
I'm saying like, I feel like it
Yeah.
kind of changes your perspective because we're like, oh, it's not weird that you live with us,
Right, I know. So
You
it's,
know?
everybody has their own story. So we'll have to. It'll be about that.
I can't wait to, like, I don't want to hear about the
Debrief
actual.
on the pod
Guys, probably I'm not going to even talk about the person until
until
somebody
you
that
love
I'm,
them.
Until I'm
No,
interested.
you say
'Cause
that, but like I already know you. You cannot hold anything
Yeah, you
in.
can't. She's
You'll
like,
literally be like,
she's like
"So-"
this. I signed up for matchmaking. They charge me $20,000.
I did not.
Do you think I'm
sure.
getting scammed?
I didn't pay
Like,
$20,000,
whoa,
guys.
whoa,
Come
whoa.
on.
You can tell when
Did
mom
you
wants
really-
is like.
Did you guys really think I was scammed the whole time?
No,
No, I was just a
Oh,
little
I was
bit
like,
worried.
thanks,
It was a
gosh.
worry for me.
no. This is what
Okay.
I thought. I didn't
Okay.
think it was a scam.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that when you came back and you said the interview went really well, and then she said, "Oh, I have so many people I can match you with."
Uh-huh.
Okay, it's $20,000. I think that her rate is probably like $1,000, but she just goes as high as she can, and then she
To see if
sells.
you'll take it.
She sells a dream. Oh, I have so many eligible bachelors for you. It's a business tactic.
And then she's
then-
like, "Oh, I'm cutting you a
Huge deal. When really she would have done it for $1,000. Did you feel that way or no?
No.
She's a great scammer.
She's
No.
good at her job.
She's a good
No.
businesswoman.
No, and the office building's gorgeous, and
Oh,
so
really?
is her
Oh,
offices.
okay.
Yeah.
So her people are definitely like,
I think it's a real
dang,
thing.
this is what I wish you could like vlog this whole experience because that would blow up online.
You think?
Yes, people
On
would,
TikTok.
oh my gosh, people would love that if you're like do a voiceover and you're like, come with me to find love at the age of 50. How old are you?
7.
57.
You'd have to edit it for her, but she could do it.
I feel like if I taught you how to do one video, you could learn.
Dom could be my undercover.
Yeah, and say
videographer.
this is. I mean, you could pan the camera to Dom in like a disguise in
Yeah.
the corner of your dates. No, I love this for you. Okay, well, let's get into our weekly segment that we always do.
Should we add a weekly segment of Gabby's health problems? Because I have a new
Oh
one.
my gosh. Both of your
My
health
medical
problems.
issues.
Okay,
Gabby's medical
By
issues.
the next time we vlog, I hope that next time I am on this podcast, which will be a month or two at least, that Emma has gone to and got a colonoscopy and Gabi is healed. Please, Lord. That's our prayer.
Amen. Thank you. I do have a what's it called?
Update.
Diagnosis.
No, it's
A diagnosis.
Condition.
no, it's something that complication with my breast surgery. I have a
Complication.
what's the actual thing called?
Oh, I can't remember.
Damn it.
Tell him what it is.
Wait, capsular
Caps-
contracture on one of my left breast.
So I don't understand why it's only rejecting one.
It's not rejecting. I think there's a shell that's around both, but this one is like tighter to where it's squeezing it and making it like disshaped and hard.
Is it supposed to have a shell around both ever?
I'm not sure.
Explain to
anymore.
the girls
It's pretty
what
much
it is.
where your body like creates this like pretty much like shell around the implant because it's like your immune system does it, and it can get like so like to like an ostrich egg shell and like get really hard and really firm, and it's like squeezing the implant, and so it can cause pain. It can cause like like making the implant look weird. So there's
Discomfort.
that.
And the painfulness is the worst.
And I'm like,
And
So-
what's the solution?
You can take my breasts, but you cannot take my spirit. That's all I have to say. But I really will have to crash out if they make me take them out because I'm like, I haven't even had them a full year yet. Like, God.
She hasn't even gone on one Raya
I
date
haven't
with
even
him.
gone on one Raya date with them. I haven't even like really
Please.
lived them to their fullest extent. So I'm like, please don't make me take them out.
But pain, I mean, really,
I
do you want to have
know.
pain the rest of your life?
I know it does feel really tight and painful.
That makes you sick to your stomach, fam.
Yes.
Oh,
The thought of
sorry.
losing your breastises.
Oh my God. I'll have to get off the internet for a good year if I have to take them out. I'm not kidding. I'll have body dysmorphia backwards.
Hmm.
I will. I already know. I
Okay.
already freaking know.
So
So I'm hoping that doesn't have to get to that. But the next step, if it starts getting like out of control, then I can replace it with the same brand and the same one because there's a warranty on them. Get a warranty.
But if you're rejecting one, won't you reject the other?
I don't know, Mom. That's
thought he would
questions
have
I
to-
don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, that would seem.
Jenna, what makes you sick to your stomach, fam?
What makes me sick to my stomach? Yes, you guys being in pain. I just, like you said, I was crying this morning. The fact that Emma is having stomach issues and I really think she needs a colonoscopy. And then, Gabi having to go through possibly another surgery and only mothers will understand because my kids don't understand. They make fun of me. It's terrible.
Yeah, well, I don't want a camera shoved up my butt.
Honey,
I'll shove a camera up your butt.
First of all, they put you out 100%. You feel nothing.
You're a sleepy duda.
And would you
Maybe
rather
we'll get
that?
them on the same day. You get one and I'll get my breast surgery on the
I
same
think
day.
Uncle Alan would be saying right now, he would be saying, Emma, it's important.
It's important,
Please.
Emma. Please.
You know, listen to your body
Listen
saying
to your
something's
body.
going on.
Yeah. I will say that our cousin Claire, she said that you don't have to, like, normally you have to drink a liquid that, like, clears out your bowels. So that way when they put the camera up there, it's clean. And she said that now they have a pill form that you just take these pills. And so you don't have to drink a bunch of the gross liquid. So that is good to know to ask for. But yeah, things that make me sick to my stomach, fam. Number one, thinking about putting a camera up my butt. Number two, the amount of travel that I have this year with the stomach that I have. Really not looking forward to that.
So I'm saying get down to the bottom of it
Now.
sooner than later.
Yeah.
Sooner than Euro freaking summer.
Yeah. And then I actually was reminded of this when I was at the airport because I saw a woman walking barefoot through TSA. And also, I have such bad memory. I'm like, it's going to be embarrassing if I already said this on the podcast before.
I think you have.
But there was one time that I wore ballet flats, like straight from a conference, and I had to go straight to the airport to come home. And I went to the airport in my ballet flats, not realizing that I was going to have to take
Didn't
them
have
off
socks
at
on.
TSA. And I walked barefoot in the airport.
And you were one of them. You're one of those people that everybody's like,
For just
barefoot at the
just for a
airport."
second. I mean, you just took your shoes off and put
Yeah,
them
but,
back
like, think
on.
about how
Everybody
many-
makes fun of them. They're like, you knew you were going to the airport. Put
Really?
socks on.
Yeah, and also
Yeah,
like everybody's
everybody's thinking
sweaty
it.
socks was like,
Think
ugh.
about how you think of the people who take their shoes off on the plane.
Yeah, true. Oh,
Do you
I've
think
got
of them
one
like
of the
that?
things that doesn't make me sick to my stomach, but it
Oh,
ticks.
if you
ticks
guys
me
didn't know, our
off.
mom is a flight attendant for
Yeah, Delta. For Delta.
Okay, I didn't
So,
know if you wanted to keep.
Listen,
it secret.
people, when it's time to land,
Get your ass in the seat.
get your butt in the seat. It's not time to get up and pee. I mean, if you're coming to the back and we're
ass
telling
in
you
the
to
seat.
sit down, that means sorry, you can't come and pee right now.
Okay,
It's dangerous.
so give us an example of what you would say on the intercom if you see somebody out of their seat while you're trying to land.
Sit down. I would yell.
You're
Sit.
mean.
Well, but it's their life. Do you know if we land and you're standing up, how far you're going to shoot yourself down the aisle?
Really?
Yeah. Okay. Imagine landing. Sometime you have a bumpy landing and it goes and you're just like this. Imagine you're standing up. There's nothing holding your back.
Never had a bumpy
Subway
landing.
surfer.
Yeah, it's not pretty. You can break a leg. It's not good, and you're gonna hit somebody else because you might fall
Your
down.
ass down. That's what I
No.
imagine.
No,
The
we
face
can't
that
say
moms
that.
do. Sit down.
No,
When
When
they're
you, like,
serious.
When they grit their teeth and
Yeah.
they pull you in really close and they whisper in your ear, sit down before I
That's what
spank your ass."
This is what my mom would say back in the day. There's a bathroom here.
there's a bathroom here.
That means
and
I'm going to take you in the bathroom and spank you. But if you don't stop. I was like,
Okay. No, seriously, it's very dangerous, and I don't think people realize that. And I don't understand. You've had A 3-hour flight.
I
You
know
had all
exactly.
the
And then
time
you
to
realize, oh,
pee.
we're about to land and it's going to take forever to get off. I'm peeing pants. I have to go right now.
Right. Oh
And
my
I'm sensing
gosh.
that's what they're thinking.
That's exactly what they're thinking. But why do they wait till the double ding when
'Cause they
it's
were
time
asleep.
to? I guess
You
I'm just
know-
telling people ahead of time. Pee in the middle of the flight, not at the end.
So the flight attendant don't yell on you over the intercom and you get embarrassed.
Yeah.
Well, what about me who's going to throw up? What about me?
You can't even get up to throw up. You need to get a bag and throw up in
Also,
your
do
seat.
they stop putting the bags in the back of the seats?
Sometimes they're not replenished, which they should be. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really frustrating for somebody like me who needs that peace
And
of
you
mind.
just need to ask the flight attendant.
Also,
"Can
I
have that?"
know,
didn't-
but this is the thing. I've been sick on so many flights, and Gabby was with me one time, and my ears. Remember when my ears were in really bad pain? And the flight
Yes.
attendant, I think my flight anxiety started here. She made
No,
the
it
biggest,
started way before then.
She made the biggest deal out of my ears hurting, and then she was like, "What?" She came with a form and was like, "What medications have you taken today?" And was like harassing me, asking me all these questions. And now I'm like scared to say anything because I'm afraid that I'm gonna like flag them, and they're gonna be like watching me the whole flight. If I'm like, "Can I have a puke bag?"
No, honey. They just don't want puke all over. They want you to have the puke bag.
My stomach hurts literally thinking about
I
this.
promise.
Emma's sicky
She
freaking
really,
duty.
really does.
So me and Jenna are gonna tag team this one and finish the podcast off.
So I think what happened in
yeah.
the media this week was the serious weather. The weather in all parts of the country. There was like tornadoes.
Really?
Yeah. There was
Really?
huge tornadoes. There was fires in Oklahoma. There was tornadoes
Remember
in
I texted you about that flash flood in Nashville?
Yeah, it was raining, but I didn't see any flash flooding.
Oh no, there was a lot. If you were watching the news, it
I
seemed like
wasn't.
huge
I
storms.
was drunk on a bowl all freaking weekend. I don't know if you heard.
You were drunk on a bowl. So yeah. And, obviously there's always stuff online about or on whatever's happening with politics and
What's causing it?
Well-
Climate change.
well, no, yeah, no, I'm not about that. I'm just
Oh.
saying in general things that happen in the media. But what did you know what happened in the media, or did you have something else?
The owner of Poppy, the drinks that are like
Yeah.
prebiotic
Yeah.
soda. They literally started it. It's like a husband and a wife. They started it themselves, just them two, and now they just sold to Pepsi
Yeah,
$1 billion.
nice.
$1 billion. I think they live in Texas or something. Me and Emma actually sat next to the owner girl at
Oh,
one
you
of the
did. I heard that the
Mhm.
CEO. The CEO.
Mhm.
Yeah.
at one of the she's the founder at one of the fashion shows last year.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
She was kind of like,
Yeah, I like the poppies too.
they're good.
Yeah, there's really
They're-
good.
People love them.
Yeah, and it's a better choice.
A
than-
$1 billion idea. How crazy is that?
Oh, it's amazing. Amazing.
They
I love
passed
that.
Olipop. They passed it all because of their marketing.
Olipop's good, too.
geniuses.
So yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
So they sold that to Pepsi for $1 billion. I sent it to Dom and she said no, which I'm like, wait, why? Because they don't
Well,
want Pepsi to own it.
No, it's just, like the monopoly. It's kind
The
of like
monopoly of it all.
yeah, Coke, you know what I'm saying?
If you got offered $1 billion to sell but it's really your
Well, the
pride
other thing
and
is,
joy.
I don't think
Would you
really
take it?
people realize the headache of being a big company and all the things you have to do to take care of it, and all that time they put into it. And it's as it grows, it's
hard to
even
keep up
more
with.
responsibility. So being able to go, and they may even still be,
Yeah.
yeah. A lot of times once companies buy out another company, they will keep them on salary for so many years so that they can consult with them.
Right.
So yeah, it's probably a good thing.
Right. Also, Chaperone came out with a new song called The Giver. And it's a country
Ah.
song right when I was in Nashville.
Was it? Oh, was it awesome? Was it a good
That
song?
was divine timing. It's a great song.
Oh, awesome! I've not heard it yet.
Do you know she's from Missouri? You knew that?
I did know that, and a lot of
Mhm.
people don't.
And people are giving her shit for coming out with a country song. And she's like, guys, I'm from Missouri.
Right.
Like, it's what.
It's what she listened to.
Yeah. And she's like, I'm not trying to like come into the country music scene. It's a one song. Like,
Right.
facts.
Oh, we've been having family night, Selton, Emma, and I, and watching American Idol. And now that Carrie Underwood's on it, it's kind of a full circle thing. It's really interesting.
Well, it's not really family night if I'm not there.
Well, you were
or
supposed to be there
invited.
last night. You were supposed to be. You got the text that the food had arose, but you weren't feeling
I was
good.
sick too.
I know. So I'm telling you.
I think I got the flu or something in Nashville.
No, it's
Peyton
called-
texted me. She said she had strep and the flu.
Oh no! Shoot!
Mhm.
It's also from drinking 3 and 4 days, honey. You get kind of sick after that.
Yeah, but that's never happened to me. I'm made of steel.
Oh really?
Yes.
Steel?
Yes. I have
Oh,
a stomach
my
of steel. Nothing
goodness.
upsets it.
Goodness gracious!
But Peyton texted me that she did get hairspray? Bella Hadid? Gigi Hadid? Oh, also the hairspray thing.
Okay,
I don't
what is
really
that?
know. I think it was for
Vogue. It was for Vogue. Yeah.
It was for Vogue. And I don't know. I don't really know what they were doing, but there's like a remake of the hairspray for, I don't know if it's an ad
It was like, no, I think it was an ad or a photo shoot of
or
the
something,
characters.
but it was video. And they had,
It wasn't a video, was it? Was it a video? Was it?
yeah, it
just,
was a video.
Oh, okay.
And they had Gigi Hadid playing Tracy Turnblad, and oh, that was an uproar in the plus size community. Let me tell you, because they're like, the whole point of the movie
It's
is
about
a plus size main character getting the hot guy.
exactly.
And it's like, you're gonna have Gigi Hadid like, oh yes, welcome to the plus size community, Gigi.
As she is obviously not.
Oh,
plus
I
size.
also have some Gigi insider tea.
What? Oh, from
So-
Claire, because she lives down the
Yes,
street
so
from Claire.
one of our cousins lives in the same town, literally like a mile away from Yolanda Hadid.
Right.
And Gigi also has a property there. I think Zayn, her baby daddy, did for a while. I don't know if he still does. But apparently,
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper just bought a property
In
right down
Doyle's-
the street
Oh,
too.
nice. No way.
Don't dox their location, Mom.
Oh, I won't. You're right. Sorry.
My God.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? So
It's
they're
crazy.
confirmed together.
They've been together for a while.
They have been together for a while.
Yeah, I think they're so cute. Oh, your baby is crying. Did you hear Wolfie? What's the matter, Wolf?
He fine. Okay, well, is there anything in media that you wanted to
That's about it.
see, Sean?
Yeah.
Tracy
No.
Turnblad?
Oh, I know one to say about media is I know that there's tons of just recently so many things about,
Fear mongering.
no, about the airplanes and things that
Oh,
there's been a couple crashes, there's been a couple things, but honest to God, if you look at the numbers compared to anything else, that's so minimal when you actually see how many flights there are a day.
but why is there so many more? It seems like in this past couple months.
Here's the thing. It seems like there's so many more.
No, there are so many more. It's because all of those Boeing planes or whatever are getting old.
Well, maybe, but I'm just saying in general, it's still a very, 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 very minimal amount compared to what is actually up in the air worldwide.
In the sky every day.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, here's the thing. If all of a sudden there was more car crashes than there's ever been, would you not get in your car and drive? No, you
No.
would.
You have to do
But
what you
now
have to do.
people are like, okay, there's been a few, and they're like, oh, I can't fly. That's
People are not flying because of it.
yeah. Our flying's down like by 4%.
You think it's like they're just
Scared.
showing it more?
I think they're showing it's more obviously more people are seeing it because it's in the media, and it's even smaller
You know,
crashes.
a lot of people are like genuinely so terrified of flying, and I didn't realize that. A lot of people have flight anxiety.
yeah,
Do you, Elton? No. Do you? Well, of course not.
of course I'm a flight.
To me, though, it's like it's not even. I wouldn't even like. I don't ever think about like planes going down. What I think about now, and I feel like it's just from shows, is like you remember the show Manifest, and like
Yes, of
you
you
take
getting in
off
a
and
time
land
warp.
like 5 years later or 10 years later. Like
What?
I'm like, what if that happens? Like
All right,
I remember
all right.
there's like I was taking off from the airport and there was this bad like thunderstorm coming through, and I'm just like, what if
It's
this
gonna
is it? Like, what
happen.
if this I come back 10 years later?
Like
what's
the
And
gonna
Bermuda
happen?
Triangle.
Emma's remarried. What do I do?
Oh my gosh!
Because I went missing on a plane 10 years ago.
I
But
want
it's
to be
like,
like
to me, it
Outlander and
wouldn't
go
feel like 10
backwards.
years. It would have been like an instant, like
Yeah.
a landing.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you ever taken a flight through the Bermuda Triangle?
I feel like there's a no-fly
I've
zone.
been to Bermuda, so does that mean I've flown there? I've flown to Bermuda. Daddy and I went there for our honeymoon.
Then yeah.
Then I
I
have,
don't think,
yeah.
I
We were
don't,
fine.
I don't think you would fly through that though.
You
I feel like-
can.
I
People
feel like
still
there's a
do.
no-fly zone.
Really?
They
Is
still
it?
do.
I didn't even
I
ever know
think
it was a
so.
no-fly zone.
Well, I know like a lot of boat wrecks and like plane crashes
All
happen
happen
there.
there.
Right. I know. I know that too, but I don't know.
Have you ever flown over Area 51?
Is that Arizona?
I don't think you can fly over that.
In New Mexico? Sorry, is that New
Testing her.
Mexico?
I don't know, actually.
I have no idea. I would have to ask pilots.
I don't think you're supposed to. You're allowed
Yeah.
to anyway.
I don't
What
know.
else? Do you know any top secret information about Delta or about Boeing?
No, I've none.
Okay.
No.
Do you have any
We
insight
are offering some new snacks on certain flights.
and customize back of seats? You can log into your Sky Miles and they'll be like, hello, Gabrielle. Pick up where you left off. Watch
Right,
the
exactly.
movie
If you were
just
watching
I was like,
the middle, and you're in the middle of Gladiator, on your next flight, they'll put you right back to where you
Well,
were the last time.
they need to. This is what they should implement. Put in a
What?
good word.
Okay.
Bluetooth to my own headphones, not those.
I think some planes
Oh, and
do
they
have
do have
that.
that already. They
At
have that-
Delta?
Yeah, they do have it there, and it's going
The
to be
newer
on
planes.
the newer planes. All have it.
Oh,
yes.
thank
But I feel like
God.
It's called
majority
Sync.
of the time, it's like I'm always on an older plane.
I know.
Yeah,
we still have a lot of
same.
old planes.
That's what I'm saying. They need to get out with the old and in with the new because all these problems
okay,
are
well, let me hear it.
one.
Let me
there's-
go
oh,
ahead.
you can go. Or-
Well, let me tell you something about old things. Okay, here's the thing. They used to back in the day, you'd buy one dishwasher or one refrigerator, and it would last 30 years, right? Because it was made
Right.
well. The planes used to be made very well. The old planes are probably better than the new planes.
They're made to last longer.
Correct.
Things are made cheaply nowadays.
Correct. So how many new dishwashers do you have to have in a lifetime? In a house, probably 6, because
That's so true. And there's
Yeah,
still
'cause
some
they're-
old ones that are so
and they're still there and working.
you just like replace the parts.
Correct.
like those brand. What was that brand? Whirlpool.
Whirlpool?
Yeah, like Maytag was really good, but
Yeah.
like
What happened? What is that because of?
Money.
money, they want you to buy something else.
Consumerism?
Yeah, but there's still like Speed
Damn
Queen.
it
I
to
think you can
hell.
buy those, last forever and ever. And there's still some, but you're gonna have to pay top dollar
Mhm.
to get the ones that are.
That's like everything. Because even with like cars, like newer cars, the way they make them now, it's like they want you to take it to a shop or they want you to take it back to the dealership. Like older cars, like your car, like someone could easily, kind of like how I did, someone could easily like repair stuff, but now it's like all this plastic
It's
and
complicated.
technology.
Oh
and
my
it's
gosh,
like,
completely.
you have to hook up a computer to it just to figure out what's going
Yes.
on.
And I think back in the day too, it was really big for everyone when I was younger to buy a Volvo, because they would, like, instead of a 10-year span of having a car, it could last you 16, 17 years if you bought a Volvo, because they were just made better. So yeah,
Shit.
I know. So your thing about new planes is not necessarily the
The
better deal.
oh man.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. You're
So-
just telling your truth.
Well, our Emma had to step out as she still
Skedaddle.
has stomach issues, so we got to make sure that she gets.
Poor
We'll keep you
Miss
updated
Duda.
that she's going to get better.
I must tell her now it's interfering with your work life.
Right.
Couldn't
Exactly.
finish the pod.
Get the
Get the
test.
camera up your butt.
Colonoscopy.
Okay, girls. Well, thank you. Well, Gehls, hello. Thank you, Gehls, for listening to another episode of the Hefty Gehls podcast. Please share with all of your friends and your family.
Exactly. And if
And-
you want any questions for me the next time I'm on, if I get to come on again,
Yes.
send questions.
Yes, you're always welcome back, Mommy. You know that.
Thanks.
We drop every Wednesday on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts.
Thanks.
Love you, Mommy.
Love you.
Welcome. You have arrived at the Hefty
Bye.
Girls
Bye, everyone.
podcast.
Bye.